Hola, how we doing, Reflections? We look beautiful. So glad that we exist, that we're alive, we're happy, we're healed. What made us smile today? Go ahead and let us know in the comments. And we're gonna get into some divination. So stay tuned, stay cute, stay protected, stay grounded, receive what resonates, and leave what doesn't. So we're gonna start with the Shamanic Oracle deck. Ooh. And we're just gonna see what the Great Spirit gotta say. The ancestors. Feeling some angel energy, yes. We got the archangels, as well as the guardian angels. But mainly the archangels are lending their medicine for us today. We got Archangel Michael, protection, and resurrection. We got discernment. Listen to when the birds call. Don't be afraid of the shadow. Don't fear it. Trust in the wisdom that comes from darkness, from voidness, from illuminating this absence of light. Because it's not anything to be feared. Stay grounded in the faith and trust that we are creator, we are spirit, we are goddess, we are God. And that even through that, we're able to tap into the manifestations of creation, such as Archangel Michael and the ancestors, who are bringing the protection with us, so we may safely enter these void spaces, these dark realms, these shadow places. Because again, just because it's dark does not mean it's bad or evil. And just because it's light does not mean it's good or loving. However, everything that is created from our reality. So if we perceive and believe that what we're experiencing is good or bad or evil or love, then that is the experience you're going to have. But if we just simply observe the experience and always remember that we are love, we are light, and we are also the shadow, then we're fine. We're good. But be discerning. Because there are evil forces out there. We'll say that. Using our discernment is wise. And ensuring that we are always divinely protected is important. Moving with that so that we know which people, places, situations, environments do operate at that lower frequency. And as we create and choose the reality we exist in, the world is still out there, the matrix is still out there. What happens is our discernment enhances, so we know that if we're choosing a reality in which we wish to only experience love, peace, community, harmony, we trust ourselves to know to go right towards that path and to not go left towards the path that's gonna lead us towards some darker spaces. And we got omens in the reverse. There's so many omens, there's so many signs. And what this is feeling is before you, how do we explain this? Before we have to rely on discernment, what first is gonna come is the omen. And that's going to be the gut feeling, that feeling in the heart, a spike in your fight or flight, It could be physical omens, it could be butterflies, it could be birds, it could be bees, it could be feathers, it could be leaves, it could be literally anything. Because now that we are in this higher frequency, that we are now creating and choosing our reality, the matrix is shifting to that. So if we choose to follow the signs and the guidance of, oh wow, look, we see all these birds and butterflies and light and color, if we, choose to hang out in this area, this feels, and we're discerning that this is the area we should place our energy in. And if we're in a area, location, around people where it just feels complicated, it feels a little confusing, it feels not necessarily dark, but just not as uplifting or vibrant, or like there's a sense of uncertainty, that's the answer. The feeling of uncertainty is an answer. Because if you're uncertain about it, I don't know if y'all ever heard it, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no. Period. And we have those omens to back that, which makes the discernment so much easier. I love this. This is great. Y'all should really take this in. Okay, we got some more. What else are we? Here we go. We got grounding and the reverse. Ooh. It's feeling like really grounding the mind right now, because the mind, for some of us, is racing with so many thoughts, experiences, uncertainties, what ifs. Staying grounded in the mind, in the heart, and this feels a lot more internally grounded, but being out in nature obviously will externally ground you. But coming back to the breath, visualizing yourself being grounded. Because if you're uncertain of a decision, again, that is a clear sign that you probably shouldn't take that route or that path or do that thing. But if it's something that really is in the heart and there's a sense of uncertainty, perhaps just really ground yourself. Ground the thoughts. Clearing everything from the mind, from the emotions. Turning into love, gratitude, abundance, and asking the heart, not the mind, not the body, we're asking the heart. What do we want, heart? Which way do we want to go? How do we want to move? What should we say? Because that'll bring so much more power in the way you present yourself, in the way you connect with yourself, and in the way you're just showing up in your new reality. Yes. I'm excited because I actually just got this, and I know there's a specific name for it, but it's one of those dye, and it has, I'm not sure the numbers. I want to say it goes up to 19. So whatever that's called, when it goes up to 19, perhaps 20 sides. But I was feeling called to use this right now. Oh look, there's a crow walking by. Oh, and there's a butterfly. The omens, y'all. The omens. Alright. So we're gonna ask the numerical ancestors, yes. What y'all know about that? The numerical ancestors. What is some numerology we could invite into this? 11. Ooh, master number 11. Ooh. It's really emphasizing that energy of groundedness, but the master number 11 is saying really get grounded physically out in nature. Thank you for that message, Crow. Be wise on where in nature you are grounding. And that could be just putting your bare feet on the ground, in the dirt, in the sand, in the water, feeling taking baths, but using really connecting with the elements as a way of grounding. And not just earth, but like all the elements. To really feel into the senses, into the body. Because Master 11 is the intuitive healer. And as the intuitive healer, it's knowing intuitively what the mind, the heart, the body, what we need in that any given moment. And where we will really find the most groundedness and overall just healing, not even really healing, just amplification of our energy that will simultaneously like clear and remove, but also uplift and recharge, is through grounding in nature, physically, and with the elements, for those who may not have access to be near nature. Finding some way to invite elements into your routine. Connecting with the ancient ancestors, the original ancestors, and feeling their presence and their love. And allow your heart to really bond with this energy. Alright, let's do the closing card. Oh, we also have some numerology for this we didn't get into. For discernment, it was 6. For omens, it's 31. And then for grounding, it's 36. So we got a 6. If we had the 3 and 1, that's a 4. If we had the 3 and 6, that's a 9. So it's a 6, 4, 9. If we nurture our spiritual self, we will find that creating structure in this physical reality is quite easy, and it won't be so difficult to manifest, attract, create, build, align with. It's keeping up with our spiritual health as well as our physical, but really tending to that inner world of ours. It's giving tending to the garden, but the garden is us. So we got a closing card. Okay, never mind, we don't got a closing card. So we got the 10 of Wands. We got the Queen. The Queen of Swords, which is actually being backed by the Tower in the reverse. Also the Queen of Swords. Sorry, I said swords. I meant wands, y'all. Pardon me. The Queen of Wands with the Tower in reverse. Those are connected. We got the 4 of Wands. We got the 7 of Wands. A lot of fire energy. And then we got Strength in the reverse. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so first of all, this is all fire dominated. So, and the only one that's upright is the 10. Right away, this is giving a lot of inaction. And that means not being still. It's that all of the work, the action, the movement, it's internalized right now. So right now is not necessarily the time to be making a lot of moves, doing a lot of moves, you know, XYZ. But right now, as we connect deeper with this groundedness of our internalized to ground, heal, release, recharge, this is cultivating so much more inner strength within us, and especially really focusing on the crown, because some of us are truly stepping into alignment, and not only doing that, as we do that, we're also attracting more of what is in alignment. And it's keeping our energy clear, keeping our head clear, keeping our spaces clear, keeping everything clear, y'all. It's important. So important. Because this inner strength, ooh, it's bright. It is so bright. It is so bright and it's beautiful. Because you're beautiful. Because we are all one. It's beautiful. And it's funny because I'm feeling the call to bring up that Venus just re-entered Aries after going retrograde in Aries and then back into Pisces, and now it is moving back from Pisces into Aries. And so the way we are taking action about what we love, we care about, we desire, we cherish, our money, our finances, our beauty, there's a big, I don't want to say push or pull because it doesn't feel like that, but there's just a heavy energy, we'll say that, internally, that for many of us, we really want to act on it. However, just because we feel something in the heart doesn't mean we need to take action on it in that moment. Sometimes it's good to let stuff marinate, you know? Like, have you ever had some marinated, like, meat? It's sometimes good to just really have that marinate for however long, because when it comes time to cook it, you know, which is fire, because we got a lot of fire elements, it's so much savory. There we go. And so just know that if we feel overwhelmed, overburdened, weighed down by too many responsibilities, too much work, from what the Ten of Wands represents, this whole grounding energy we were discussing not too long ago, that's gonna alleviate that a lot. The Queen of Wands with the Tower, it's giving alchemy, that our inner alchemy, our internal processing of events is our greatest ally. And it may not seem like that if we're still operating from a humanoid perspective, or we're still operating from a very matrix-based perspective, we're still operating from lower chakras, if we're still operating from fear, uncertainty, doubt, disbelief, because it's just seeing everything, whatever arises. And yes, we will feel emotions, yes, we will have thoughts, but it's not being attached to them. It's truly just observing them, understanding that we are just observing the human experience through our avatar. And once we allow those thoughts to play out, once we allow those emotions to play out, okay, cool. Let's bring it back to love. Let's bring it back to gratitude. Let's bring it back to abundance. If need so be, given whatever we experience, invite some forgiveness and compassion to ourselves, to the person, to the event. So this isn't feeling like, it's like, for some of us, we're really attached. We really hold on to the experiences we've dealt with, and that's fine. Trauma is a tricky thing. And it's just a reminder that with every trauma we have experienced, it just creates another layer of the matrix. That's why when we hear others talk about, oh, shedding the layers, shedding the ego, we're in the year of the snake to Chinese astrology. It's like, it's about shedding, you know? I'm feeling that analogy of Shrek. Ogres are like onions, they gotta peel back the layers. Like, yeah. And it's stripping away those layers to get back to the core, which is love, creation. God is God, light and void. There is no separation. There's really only power. And I am empowered by empowerment, not for ourselves, but for others. Because the way we are showing up and doing it, it's inspiring. Loving it. And so, the more we become grounded, to alleviate these burdens we feel, to really alchemize these tower moments that we're experiencing, and then it all leads into the Four of Wands, which is really bringing a light into gratitude, being grateful for everything. And when we say everything, we literally mean everything, because it's not just being grateful for the good, it's being grateful for, like we could say, we are grateful that we didn't get that job. We're grateful that this opportunity didn't work out. We're grateful that this trauma happened. We're grateful that XYZ happened. Why? Because it made us stronger, it made us wiser, it made us hotter, it made us everything. Yes, emotions came, yes, thoughts came, yes, it was a whole wave, but it's understanding that all that really exists is this present moment. So we're 20 minutes into this video. Whatever happened 20 minutes ago, that's now the past. That's no longer this present moment. And now moving forward, all we could do is just express gratitude for what is to manifest, because we do create the reality. So however we're feeling in this moment is creating what is going to digitize in the next. And so it's being grateful and always coming back to gratitude for that. And then eventually we come into the Seven of Wands in the reverse. And this is saying that if we keep fighting, if we keep trying to take action and do, again, this is the time more internal action than like external action. But if we keep fighting and trying to just like force things, we're gonna miss the message. We're gonna miss the wisdom. We're gonna miss the downloads. We're gonna miss the knowledge. We're gonna miss the insights. We're gonna miss the present moment, because all of that comes from the present moment. So if we're too busy thinking about the next move, the next action, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna eat, where we're gonna go, XYZ, we're missing the present moment. We're missing so much wisdom and downloads and messages that are coming from the Great Spirit that are confirming for us what is in alignment. Being patient. Being patient. Wow. Well. I love this. Well, I pray that we all continue to be protected, happy, healthy, healed, abundant, prosperous, fulfilling, be beautiful, because we love you. You're beautiful and you're awesome, because I love you. I love me. I love us. We are one. We're just reflecting each other. So I'm so grateful you're alive. I'm so grateful you're here. So grateful we're queer and we ain't got no fear. Slay. And if you enjoyed this reading, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and give it a comment. Share it. Subscribe to the channel to get more videos, because, you know, we cute. And if not, just let us know what made us smile today in the comments, because that would be more than enough. And if you'd like a personal reading and a personal just shamanic, energetic, cleansing, healing, the works pretty much, go ahead and book me for a one-on-one soul session. You can do that at the link in the description at www.ilovealchemy.com, because we alchemizers out here, we love alchemizing, and we witness through the I am presence. So yeah, catch y'all for the next video. Stay safe, stay cute, stay protected. Much love.